Hi everyone, welcome to the Piano Keys. I'm so glad that you're here. I've had my channel for about a year, and almost the entire time people have been requesting a Moonlight Sonata tutorial, so here it is. I'm going to do it in parts because I want to keep my tutorials a little bit on the shorter side and to get them out to you a little quicker. This is part one of the first movement of Moonlight Sonata. When I made the performance video of this piece, I used just a fingering that made sense at the moment. I wasn't thinking specifically about fingering. So what I did is I looked back at that performance and I just taught you the same fingering that I used. If this fingering doesn't make sense for you, use whatever fingering works for you. It's absolutely fine. The same pianist might play the same piece with different fingering every time. So don't be stuck to one particular way of playing. Also, this piece does have a little bit of a stretch in it. So I made a modification. If you have smaller hands, follow the modifications. It's just part of the tutorial. It's not like in a specific place. And I tell you, here's what you do if your hand is on the smaller side. Remember, if you like my videos, click the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, visit my website, thepianokeys.com. Check out my Instagram, thepianokeystpk, and find me on Facebook, The Piano Keys. Okay, so if you want to learn how to play Moonlight Sonata, keep watching. The left hand is pretty easy. There's a bunch of octaves. A couple of times you'll play a note in between the octaves, but mostly it's just octaves, and the fingering is going to be 5 and 1. So I won't say the fingering, I'll just say the note names. Okay, so we start off on C sharp. Here's middle C. Here's a C below middle C, so we're going to the right of that note, and we're playing an octave. From here, you step down to B, step down again, A, now you go to the black key, F sharp, up to the next black key, G sharp, and then repeat it. And that's it for this section. Pretty easy. The right hand has a lot of repetitions, which is great for learning it quickly. Here's middle C, go down to the next G, and then go up to the black key just above it, which is G sharp. First finger on G sharp, second on C sharp, and then fourth finger on E. So they take turns. You repeat this pattern 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 more times. I'll go faster. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, you'll use the same upper 2 notes, C sharp and E, and you'll move your thumb up to A, which is the next white key. And you repeat that 2 times. 1, 2. Now for the next 2, you keep the thumb where it is. Third finger goes to D, and then fifth finger to F sharp. So it's A, D, F sharp, and then do it again. The next thing happens just one time. So first finger moves down to G sharp, second on B sharp, which is the same note as C, and then fifth finger stays on F sharp. Next, first finger on G sharp still, second finger moves up to C sharp, and then fourth finger on E. First finger on G sharp again. Now, fourth finger goes to C sharp, fifth finger on D sharp, first finger moves down to F sharp, third finger on that B sharp, remember same as C, and then fifth finger again on D sharp. So I'll play these last 4 again and just say the note names. G sharp, B sharp, F sharp, G sharp, C sharp, E, G sharp, C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, B sharp, and D sharp. Hands play together on the very first note, and then the right hand does its thing while the left hand holds. So it's together, then it's the right hand. So that was 4 times. Now, remember the right hand is going to keep repeating that 4 more times, but on the next one, the left hand moves to B. Together, then the left hand holds and the right hand keeps going. Now, the left hand moves down to A, and then the right hand plays its thing twice. Left hand holds. Now we're going to play together. Left hand moves down. Then the left hand holds, right hand plays. Again, hands will play together. Left hand moves up to G sharp. Hold the left hand, right hand keeps going. Now the left hand will repeat its note together. Hold the left hand, right hand keeps going. And that's that for this section. So I'll play it hands together slowly. Left hand was on G sharp. We're going to play that top G sharp with our second finger, and on either side of it add C sharp. So it looks like this. C sharp, G sharp, C sharp. All 3 together. Okay? Then you keep that second finger where it is, move the thumb and the 5th finger down to C, or in this case he's calling it B sharp. Thanks, Beethoven. Anyway, it's B sharp, but you can call it C if you want to, if that helps you. Okay? Now, going back up to C sharp, just octaves. Down to F sharp octaves. Up to B octaves. Repeat that. And then up to E octaves. Right hand, the last thing we played was this, so we ended up 5th finger on D sharp. Now, thumb is going to reach down pretty low to E, so 1st finger on E, 2nd on G sharp, 4th on C sharp. See that G sharp? Put your thumb on it. And that C sharp, put your 2nd finger on it. So now we're crawling up the keyboard. 3rd finger on E, repeat that. Repeat it again, but you're going to add that melody on top now. So when you play your thumb G sharp, add an octave above it with your 5th finger. Like that. Then the C sharp by itself, then the E by itself, and then the melody note. Now, if you're having a hard time holding this, it takes quite a bit of coordination. Not necessarily strength, but just knowing how to distribute your weight. If you're not there yet, physically, do this. So you see, I let go of that top note, like this. Okay? It's not necessarily correct, because that's not what Beethoven wrote, but on the other hand, if you're using the pedal, it's going to be really hard to tell that you actually let go of that note, and if it's easier to play and you're not stressing and straining your muscles, then it's better to just go ahead and let it go. If you can hold it, go ahead. If not, it's not a big deal, let it go. Now, you're going to play that octave again. And again, if you want to hold this top note, go for it. If not, you can let it go. I'm going to hold it, but just know that you always have the option of letting it go while the other stuff happens, okay? So, octave G sharps, second finger on D sharp, fourth on F sharp. Repeat that 3 times. 2, 3. On the 4th time, you play that top note again. Hold it or not. Then you repeat. Then play the top note. So I'll just play this much without talking these last couple of measures, just so you can see what I'm doing without being distracted by my voice. So here we go. I'll do it one more time and show you what it looks like if you're not holding that top note. I'll just show it to you this one time, but know that it applies pretty much to the rest of this piece. Okay, so here it is without holding the top note. If maybe your hand is too small or you haven't learned yet that coordination, here's what it looks like. From here, you play that octave again. Second finger on C sharp, third on E. Repeat that. Now, octave A's. Second finger still on C sharp. Now, fourth finger plays F sharp. Back to your G sharp octave. Second on B, fourth on E. Repeat. Part that a lot of people have trouble with, including me a little bit because my hands are so small. So I'll show you the way I'm playing it, and then I'll show you a modification if you need that. Okay, so here's how I do it. First finger on A, fifth finger on F sharp. First finger picks up and moves to B. Second finger on D sharp. Notice I let go of that top note because I need to, so I can get ready for the next thing that's happening. Now here is an interval of a ninth, which is pretty big for me. I'm able to do it because I hang on to the edges of the keys. So notice I'm not going over them. I would not be able to play that way. So I hang on this way. Okay? If that is too big for you, I'll show you what to do in a second. But if you can reach it, do it like this. Then pick up your thumb, move to B, second finger on D sharp. Now here's what to do if you just can't reach this. Play the top note, and then, okay, it's alright, we won't miss that bottom note, it'll go by so quickly. So, leave out the bottom note, and then just play the B and the D sharp, okay? But if you can reach it, that was bad, if you can reach it, then play the A on the bottom, okay? From here, pick up your hand, first finger on G sharp, fifth finger on E, second on B, fifth on E. Then you repeat these 3 notes 3 more times, sorry. 1, 2, 3. So here it is from the beginning of this section, no talking. And I won't show you the modification because I've already talked about those. start together. Left hand holds. Right hand keeps going. Now pick up both hands and play together. Left hand holds, right hand keeps going. Again, pick up both hands, play together. Left hand holds. Pick up the left hand, move it down, together. Now right hand. Pick up the left hand and move it, together. Pick up the left hand because you're going to play the same note again, together. Pick up both hands, together. Left hand holds. So notice that we're picking up the left hand and moving it while the right hand is doing its thing because we need to prepare so we're there on time. If you wait until it's time to play and then move, obviously you'll be late. So you have to let go of the notes early and move, and that might take a little bit of practice to get the coordination, but it's totally doable. So here's what it looks like with no talking. Left hand was on E, octaves, and it's going to repeat that for the beginning of this section. So E, pick up, move down to the next white key, D, these are all octaves. Move down to the next white key, B sharp. Move down again to the next white key, B, natural. And then move down to the next black key, A sharp. Back up to B. Now the next three notes are not going to be octaves, they'll just be single notes. Third finger on E, first finger on G, second finger on F sharp. You're going to play that F sharp with your thumb because we need to add an octave underneath. And then back up to B. Right hand, the last thing we played was G sharp, B, E. You're going to play something very similar. Instead of G sharp, though, you'll be playing G with your thumb. So, G, B, E. Do it again. You're going to repeat that, but this time the fingering will change a little bit. So still first finger on G, second on B. Now, fourth finger moves to E. Why? Because we've got other stuff coming up that we need to accommodate for. So fourth finger on E, play octave G, modify if you need to. Second finger on B, fourth on E, then repeat the top note. Pick up and play the octave G again. Second on B, fourth finger on E sharp, which is the same as F, G, B, F sharp. Repeat that one more time. Then play the octave G, B, E sharp, top note again, and then octave G again, C or B sharp, however you want to call it. B sharp is what I'll call it because it's Beethoven's music and that's what he called it. And then fourth finger on E, for G. Now, B natural, second finger, fourth finger on E, and then G, C sharp, E, F sharp that octave F sharp again, second on B, third on D. Repeat that without the octave. Now, octave G, second finger on B, third on C sharp, pick up, octave E, same two notes, B, C sharp, octave F sharp, second on B, third on D, repeat those notes, octave again, second finger on A sharp, third finger on C sharp, repeat that, and then just the thumb on B. Here it is with no talking. Okay, hands start together. Left hand holds. Pick up left hand, now together. Left hand keeps holding. Pick up left hand, now together. Pick up left hand, together. Pick up the left hand, together. Left hand holds. Pick up both hands. Left hand holds. Now together. 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 Left hand holds. Pick up the left hand and then together. Pick up the left hand and move it and together. Here it is without the talking. That was part 1 of Moonlight Sonata. I hope you liked it. Let me know if you have any questions. Part 2 should be coming up in a couple weeks. Keep practicing and have fun, and I'll see you soon. Bye.